Hey guys, it's Grace. I am so sorry that it has been so long. It's been almost like 3 weeks, I would say, almost 4 weeks since I uploaded a video, but a lot has been going on in my life. I'm still a little bit sick. I just had finished up a couple weeks ago a show that I was doing. Now auditions are starting up for another show, so I just needed a good break. I've had a lot of projects and homework to do, and especially with this past week, it being Thanksgiving, it was really nice to just take a little bit of a break. But now I'm very happy to be back and making videos for you guys again. It's kind of weird right now because people are coming into my dorm and I'm on the first floor, so they can like totally see me filming myself, and I don't know how I feel about that. Anyways, I hope you guys had a wonderful Thanksgiving holiday and thought about all the things that you were thankful for. I got to go see my family, but that is not what this video is about. This video is going to be about my favorite natural skincare, body care, and hair care products. So I've been loving getting into the natural toiletry products and making my own, especially as I've tried to transition into a more zero waste and a more mindful kind of consumption of products. So I wanted to talk to you guys about this. I might do a recipe video with some of these in a little bit, but I'm still trying to perfect a lot of the formulas, and I've done a lot of research on that and used a lot of other people's formulas, and I'm just kind of seeing what I like and what I don't like, but especially with like the shampoo and the toothpaste, have not perfected that yet, so I will definitely give you guys recipes if you would like them, but I'm just going to jump in and talk about them. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is these things that are in these bottles. So these are amber bottles, and these are actually kombucha bottles, and I can't remember what brand of kombucha it was, but they all come in this kind of a bottle. They have a little anchor on the top of them, and they say follow your gut on the top, and these basically protect UV rays. So if you have any products in here, they will not go rancid, go bad because of the light or the temperature, which is great, and I actually really love the kombucha as well. This one does not have a label, but I labeled the other two because this one is a saline solution that I made myself. So I think I've talked about in a couple other videos that I have piercings and have my nipples pierced, and I also have my belly button pierced, but that one's fully healed. And when you get your anything pierced, they give you some sort of saline solution. For the places that I've gone, it's just been a little bag of salt and a water bottle filled with distilled water. And so after that is done, you still need to, you know, take care of your piercings still, because usually that doesn't last you the whole time that your piercings are healing. So I've been making this myself. It's just distilled water, which I buy in a gallon, and that's still in plastic, which is very annoying, but it's less plastic than I would be buying with like the smaller water bottles. And I get that from Walmart, and it's super cheap. And then I do non-iodized salt. So that's what I did a bunch of research. Sorry, I just pulled out the salt and made sure that it was the right one. And I did a lot of research, and you're not supposed to use iodized salt, and you can use like a saline solution from a store. Personally, I use saline solution as my contact lens cleaning, but the problem is that usually if it's made and bought, they put a lot of chemicals in it that doesn't matter for your eyes, because that's kind of what it's meant for, but it may affect like the healing process if you were to put it into a piercing. So this is just the purest solution that I could make. And yeah, I don't put a label on it because I don't want to label it like boob solution. No one needs to know that. Then the second thing that I have, and I've really been liking, is this mouthwash that I've made. So I got this recipe from, her name used to be Sophie Alice on YouTube, but now it's Blue Alice because she changed it because her real name is Blue. And I think, first of all, her name is really cool, but her mouthwash recipe is wonderful. All it is baking soda, just some like filtered water, which I use filtered water out of my Brita, and then some essential oils. And I use peppermint essential oil, and there's not like a super large amount of baking soda in here, and my teeth have been great. I haven't had any problems using this, so I really like this. And then I have just a big supply of everything, and it's really, really easy for me to make. And then the last thing that I have in these containers is this, and this is my shampoo. This one looks a little bit different. So yeah, This one is very weird. I think it's separated a little bit in there, so I'd have to shake it up to make it work. But basically, I found this shampoo recipe that uses sweet almond oil, coconut milk, Castile soap. I got the peppermint Castile soap. It also uses essential oil, and I think that was it. Yeah, I think that was it. And it ends up making my hair a little greasy, so I think I just put too much coconut milk in there. I might just end up washing my hair with just pure peppermint Castile soap and see how that goes, because I bought like a giant container of it. Or I might just try to use this up a decent amount and then just put even more Castile soap in there. But this just has problems with like mixing together well, and I think that might also be a lot of the problem, because I think the coconut milk has drifted to the top. But yeah, we will see. I have like medium thickness hair, not super thick but not super thin, so I definitely need to test this out a little bit more before I give you guys the recipe. I think also you have to take any of the recipes that someone gives you with a grain of salt, because what they have chosen to show you is what works best on their hair, and no one has the same hair texture or length or like greasiness or anything like that, so you just kind of have to go with what works for you and try things out and maybe look like a grease ball for a little bit. Then I have some things in mason jars. So I have this, and this is just pure I think it's like the unrefined raw virgin coconut oil or something like that, expeller pressed. There's like a whole list of what type of coconut oil you should get that's best for your face and best for your skin and all that kind of stuff. But I can't exactly remember what it is, but it's like the best one for you, and it's organic or whatever. But they have that at Walmart, and it's not actually that expensive to get. But this, I have 2 containers of this. I have a bigger container than this. That's like a small container, plastic container of coconut oil, and that one is what I use as a moisturizer, and then this one I use for shaving purposes and for taking off my makeup. I wanted 2 separate ones because sometimes my makeup grossness will get into this one, and I want like a clean moisturizer for my face so that I don't get black mascara on my face when I'm trying to moisturize it. But what I will do is to take off my makeup, I just use this and just put it all over where I have makeup, rub it in, and then take a shower or wash my face. Most of the time I take a shower because it's just so much easier to like fully soak your face and fully soak everything. And then what I do for moisturizer is I will take some of this in my hand and warm it up, and then I will put a couple drops of this lemon essential oil, and I got this is the brand Aroma Appeal. I can't remember where I got this, but this one has lasted me like a pretty long time, and I think I have another one as well, but I just like put 1 to 2, sometimes I accidentally put 2 drops in, and that's all you need because it's super strong, and all I do is just put it all over my face and some on my arms. And I actually got that idea from Miss Megan Makeup here on YouTube, or Megan Hughes, I can't remember what she goes by now, but I use that in the morning time for moisturizer, and then in the afternoon / night I use this, and this is a rose hip oil. I got it from TJ Maxx or Marshalls or something like that, I believe, and it's just a nice hydrating oil. This is great for healing acne scars. It is cruelty free and vegan, and this big thing of it was like $6 at Marshalls, and it's gonna last me so freaking long. I've had it for like quite a few months, probably like 3 months, and I've only gone through like this much. Maybe even less than that, because I don't think it was filled to the top when I got it. So this stuff is incredible if you have acne scarring. And I love oils for moisturizing because same kind of thing with your hair. Like if you're stripping your skin of the oils that it needs, it's just going to continue to make even more oil and make your skin or your hair more oily. So putting oils on it isn't actually necessarily a bad thing if it's oily. Okay, and then the few other things that I have in mason jars are this. This is literally just crushed up oats. So I just put oats in a blender, and then this is my cleanser. In the shower, I just take this and I mix it with a little bit of water, and then I rub it all over my face, and that is my cleanser. There's this thing called cleansing grains, and a lot of people mix like clay and rose petals and oats and other things together for their own like cleansing grain cleanser, but Just Oats has worked really great for me. It's a really good mild exfoliant, and I normally do this just in the shower, so usually just at night, and then in the morning I don't do anything. I just have a wet washcloth and I go around my face and wipe it off, and that is it. Then the last thing that I have in a mason jar is this. So this is my toothpaste concoction. I'm used to it now, but it used to be up to here, and this has lasted me almost 4 months, I would say. I've had this since the beginning of the year and I still have a decent amount left. Basically, this is just coconut oil and some essential oils and some baking soda, but I put too much baking soda in there, so it doesn't taste the greatest, and I'll definitely have to try putting in a little bit of less baking soda. The trouble too is like deciding whether to mix it when it's melted completely or if you should just mix it when it's kind of solid, because if it's melted completely then all of the baking soda like falls to the bottom and it doesn't mix properly. So there's a whole like conundrum of trying to figure out how to make toothpaste, but this toothpaste has been so good. Like, my teeth don't hurt, I haven't had any tooth pain or anything, they're very clean, they feel fresh. It's been great. So all those people who, you know, think that making your own toothpaste is going to be bad for you or anything like that, I haven't had any problems, and I've been using this for almost 4 months. The only bad thing is the taste. Doesn't taste the greatest, but that's okay. Along the lines of mouth, I just got this, and this is a stainless steel tooth scraper. It looks kind of weird right now, but I meant tongue scraper. It's insane how using a tongue scraper can make your mouth feel so much cleaner. Like, you can scrape your tongue with your toothbrush, but it's not the greatest, and this is just great. You just do it a couple of times over your tongue and then you rinse it off and you're good to go. And I know a lot of people in the like vegan and zero waste community use these. Stainless steel is also great because I'm 95% sure that it's compostable, and so it will break down if you need it to, but this is going to last me a really long time, and it doesn't have any plastic on it or anything like that, and I've been loving this. And the last thing related to brushing them teeth is this. So the cover that I have on it is currently plastic because I had one and it was still good, but this is my toothbrush. This is my compostable bamboo toothbrush. I freaking love this thing. It's kind of weird to get used to at first if you're used to brushing your teeth with plastic toothbrushes. I went home this week and I had one of my old plastic toothbrushes at my house in their bathroom, and I used it and I was like, this is so weird. This feels so weird because I'm so used to using this toothbrush now. But this is from Mother's Vault, I believe. It's just, I got it from Amazon, so I don't know if the bristles are compostable because I think that they're still plastic, because I could not find any like bamboo bristles, but the rest of it is completely compostable, and it's great. It's lasted me a long time, and yeah, I have a bunch of, I got like a 4-pack of them and I love it. And then the last thing that I have to talk about is in this little container. Now, this is a plastic soap dish, but I got this before I stopped buying a lot of plastic things. And this is a Himalayan salt crystal block, and it's a little misshapen and very tiny because this is what I use currently as deodorant. So I do have another deodorant. It's a Schmidt's deodorant and it's in rose and vanilla, and I got that because sometimes during the day when I'm on the go and I have dance class or whatever and I don't want to be smelly afterwards because I have classes after, I just want something to throw on, and that's a great completely vegan, aluminum free, very eco-friendly deodorant. It just comes in plastic. So this deodorant is a Himalayan salt block, and basically how you use it is you wash your armpits and then you dry your armpits, and then with water you soak the Himalayan salt block and then you rub it underneath your armpits. You do it multiple times, you wait for them to dry, and then you're good to go. And I do this after my shower and then again after I've slept and in the morning, so I do it twice a day. And the problem is that in order for it to work, you have to have completely like clean armpits. It's not something that's going to cover up a smell. It's something that prevents the growing of bacteria and will kill bacteria. So you have to have your armpits be clean. So like in the middle of the day, I don't have time to like run to the bathroom and scrub my armpits and then put this on and keep going. Like I need something else. But this is a great alternative because it works incredibly well. If you're sweating a lot, some days this works for me, some days I can still smell myself, but it really depends. But it works pretty well for me. And then one more thing I wanted to talk about, because it's kind of like in the body lotion, body care kind of thing. Normally I would use like coconut oil for a body lotion. I've been using up a lot of my like Bath and Body Works body lotions that I have, but I found this lotion and it is in plastic, so I don't think I would repurchase this unless it's super good. I haven't tried it yet. I got it from Marshall's and it was like $6 for this giant thing, but it's made of coconut oil and it has some aloe vera in there and the flavor is eucalyptus mint. I don't know if it has any essential oils in it and that's how they do their smells or flavoring or whatever, but this is a brand called the Coconut Co. and they do coconut oil products. So I thought this was really awesome, a lot better of a lotion with coconut oil than anything else, but it's still in plastic, so I wouldn't completely recommend it. Right, so that is all that I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed me sharing some things that I've been loving that will help you out to reduce plastic and kind of try out making your own things. It's a little scary at first because you don't really know what you're doing, but there are plenty of people here on YouTube and just in the world who are experts at zero wasting and experts at making their own skincare and hair care and body care and all that kind of stuff. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below for more. If you'd like to and you haven't seen it, you can check out my previous video on this side of the screen and my previous vlog on that side of the screen. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day and I will see you in my next video. Bye!